Hello children, welcome to today's video session. In my previous video, we have solved example number 7. Now coming to example number 8. There are three lines L, M and N, and these three parallel lines have been intersected by other two lines P and Q. The point of intersection of P with L, M, N are A, B, C, and point line Q with L, M, N are D, E, F. Okay children, now you have to show that L, M, N are cut off equal intercepts at D, E and E, F on Q also. You have to prove D, E equal to E, F. Equal intercepts means D, E equal to E, F you have to prove. They have given A, B equal to B, C. Now you have to prove D, E equal to E, F. Now, before starting the proof for this question, I will say how I am going to solve. I will use here converse of MPT children. So, what they have given means AB equal to BC. You have to prove DE equal to EF. So, before solving the sum, I will join A and F passing through G. The line M, it intercepts at G. Okay children, now I got two triangles ACF and DFA. Can you see here two triangles? When I take this ADFC as a trapezium, inside the trapezium I am getting two triangles ACF and AFD. Now when I consider the triangle ACF, there is a line passing through the midpoint of AC and this line is parallel to CF and BG is half of CF. First I am going to consider ACF triangle. B is the midpoint. Through this the line has been passing. That line BG is parallel to CF and BG is half of CF. That means according to the converse, G is the midpoint of AF. Okay children, next portion case 2, I will take AFD as a triangle. When I take AFD as a triangle, already they have given E is the midpoint of DF and G is the midpoint of AF. I have proved by my previous proof. Now G is the midpoint and the line GE is parallel to AD and GE is half of AD. Hence, E is the midpoint of DF by the converse of MPT. That is what I have written here in my answer children. Kindly copy down in your notes. Everything is clear here. So, after proving FD equal to ED, DE equal to EF, in other words, I can write it as L, M and N are cut off at equal intercepts by the line Q. So, coming to exercise 8.2, first question. They have given ABCD as a quadrilateral where PQRS are the midpoints of AB, BC, CD and DA. You have to show that there are three proofs they have asked. First, SR is parallel to AC. Second, SR is half of AC. That is first question only. And you have to prove PQ equal to SR. Then PQRS is a parallelogram. These are the three proofs you have to prove children. So, in order to begin the proof, so first I will join AC children. Then now can you see the triangle ADC such that S and R are the midpoints of AD and DC. So by MPT I can say SR is parallel to AC and SR is half of AC. The second portion you should forget children. Consider only the half portion of the triangle children. Write this proof. Okay. Now for my second proof, I will consider this triangle ABC where PQ are the midpoints. Okay, when PQ are the midpoints by MPT, I can say PQ is parallel to AC and PQ is half of AC. Okay children. Then so here is your second proof. What I have explained, I have written. In the first proof I have written SR is parallel to AC, SR equal to half of AC. In the second proof I have written PQ equal to half of AC. As both the sides RHS are same, then LHS will be equal, no children. Hence I can write SR equal to PQ. See here I have written. Now if SR is parallel to AC and SR equal to PQ, and SR is parallel to AC and PQ is parallel to AC, means SR is parallel to PQ. Okay, as see any line is parallel to the other line, then if the second line is also parallel to the other line, then we can say the two lines are parallel to each other. SR is parallel to PQ. Now it is clear from 3 and 4, that is SR is parallel to PQ and SR is equal to PQ. Then when one of the sides of a quadrilateral opposite sides are equal and parallel, then it is called as a parallelogram. For your second question, the figure is not been given, children. You have to draw the figure. First draw ABCD as a rhombus. If you take 4 centimeters, the midpoint you take as 2 centimeters at every side and join PQRS, connecting as the midpoints of AB, BC, CD and DA. Now you have to prove PQRS is a rectangle. So here is your figure, children. I have taken ABCD as a rhombus and PQRS as the midpoints of AB, BC, CD and DA. Now I am going to join PQRS. I have to prove PQRS as a rectangle. In order to prove this, if I prove any one of the angle is 90 degree, then I can say PQRS is a rectangle. So now consider triangle ABC. As I know PQ are the midpoints, hence PQ line is parallel to AC and PQ is equal to half of AC. That way I will consider as equation number 1. Now coming to the triangle ADC. SR is parallel to AC. SR is half of AC. That is my second equation. Now coming to the next part, I will equate both LHS because RHS are equal, hence PQ is parallel to RS, PQ is equal to RS. Okay children, hence in a quadrilateral, if the opposite sides are equal and parallel, PQRS can be called as a parallelogram. Now this parallelogram, how it will become a rectangle means, if I prove any one of the angle, either PQRS, any one of the angle as 90 degree, then my figure will become, that is the quadrilateral will become a rhombus. Let the diagonal of an rhombus ABCD intersect at O. I am joining the diagonals AC and DB. Now quadrilateral OMQN I am going to consider. Okay. If the total line is parallel to RQ, then OM is parallel to RQ and OM is parallel to NQ. MQ is parallel to ON. MQ is parallel to ON. QN is parallel to OM. By the first and second proofs, PQ is parallel to AC. Now children, total line is parallel means then its parts also will be parallel. Hence OMQN is a parallelogram. Then in a parallelogram, opposite angles will be equal, no children. In a parallelogram, we know that the opposite angles will be equal. OMN is equal to angle NQM, or else MON is equal to MQN. Okay children, MON, I know the angle of intersection of an rhombus is always 90 degree here. So if the angle of intersection of the diagonals of an rhombus here MON is 90 degree means its opposite angle MQN is also 90 degree. Isn't it, children? If MQN is 90 degree means PQR is also 90 degree. Hence PQRS can be taken as a rectangle because one of the angles is 90 degree. Now copy the sum, children.